Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to solve some of the challenges from IrisCTF2024 which ran from 4th to 6th January 2024. So let's start. The first challenge I am going to solve is in the open source intelligence, also known as OSINT category. The first one is away on vacation. The description is Iris and her assistant are away on vacation. She left an audio message explaining how to get in touch with her assistant. See what you can learn about the assistant. Then there's a transcript of the audio message. Hello, you've reached Iris Stein, head of the HR department. I am currently away on vacation. Please contact my assistant Michelle. You can reach out to him at michelleangelocorning0490@gmail.com. Have a good day and take care. So the first thing I'm going to do is send an email at this address. When I do that, I get a response saying, Dear, thank you for the email. I'm currently away on vacation to celebrate New Year's. If you would like a quicker response, feel free to reach out to my social media. I mostly talk about birds on it. Have a great start to the year and take care. So we need to find out his social media. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy the name. I'm going to go over to Instagram because that's the most common one. If that doesn't work, then I go to the other ones. I'm going to search, paste, and we see an account. There's only one, so I assume it's going to be that one. And we can see it's talking about birds as mentioned in the email. So now I'm going to navigate through these photos hoping to find a flag, probably going to be in the description of the image. So this is just description about the bird. Yeah, description about the bird. Description about the bird. Okay, and as you can see, we found our first flag. Let's move on to the next challenge. The next challenge I'm going to solve is called Check Where. The description is Iris visited the school shop a while back but forgot where it was. What street is it on? We're given a download file and a hint which says FYI, flag is all lowercase and underscore for spaces. Please remove all accent marks if there are any. Wrap your answer in IrisCTF. Now there is a big hint in this sentence. It says please remove all accent marks if there are any. Now, if there was not any accent marks in the street, it won't specifically mention to remove them. So I am going to assume that there are accent marks in the street name. So now the image that we're provided is this. It has nothing important except the text Czech wooden products. So I'm going to go to Google Maps and search Czech wooden products and hit enter. And as you can see, we see the first link which has accent in its name as well. It has no photo. So I'm going to find what street is it on. And it's on that street. I don't know how to pronounce that. So it's the first part of that. I'm going to copy the address and I'm going to paste it into Sublime Text. Now we just need to format the flag correctly. So we use lower cases and we replace the spaces with underscores and there are no accent marks. So that's our flag. Let's move on to the next challenge. The next challenge I'm going to solve is called What's My Password in the Web Exploitation category. The description is, oh no, Scat forgot their password again. Can you help them find it? We're given a link which is a login page and the source. So I'm going to head on over to the source. We're given a file called setup.sql which I'm going to open here, and it creates a database and then creates a table called users with two columns, username and password. It inserts 3 users into the table, and the important one here is scat because their password is the flag. So now I'm going to move to the source, which is a Go file, and so it imports the stuff, then it sets up a database with username and password. It starts the service at /API/login. Then it checks that the username and password should not be empty. And then it says username can only contain lowercase letters and numbers. And then we have the actual SQL query, which says select star from users where username is %s and password is %s, which is the username and password. So now we have an SQL injection here. It uses double quotes. So our aim is to log in as scat. So I'm going to go to the website and try putting scat and a quote after it and anything for the password. And it says username can only contain lowercase and letters. So we cannot use the SQL injection in the username, we have to use it in the password. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open the developer tools using F12. Then I will select the password field and edit it so that you can see what I am typing. Now, I'm going to do a simple SQL injection, which is union select 1 comma password from users where username is scat. So it's going to select the 1 and password. I just use 1 for example. You can use anything. You can also use star. I just use 1. So it's going to select 1 and password from the users table where the username is scat. Now I'm not going to put another double quote after it. I'll tell you why. I'm going to copy this. Now I'm going to go to the actual query. So this was the query that we had. We put username as scat and you can see that this already has double quotes. So when I paste my payload, you can see the first double quote I put closes the string and I didn't put the last double quote because there's already a double quote from the query itself. And now I'm going to log in and it says logged in, but it didn't give us the actual flag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here to the network tab and then press login and go here request. So this was the data that we sent and response username 1 and the password, which is the flag. Let's move on to the next challenge. The next challenge I'm going to solve is in the reverse engineering category called Rune. What's that? The description is Rune, like the ancient alphabet. We're given a download link. So I'm going to copy it and I am going to download it. And then I will unzip it. And as you can see, we're provided with two files, main.go and a file called the. I'm going to open both of them. And this is the code written in Go. So it's importing some basic stuff, then it sets the flag variable, then it calls the function init which sets z as rune 0, then it goes through every character of the flag, it does v plus z and then adds that to the runed string and then it sets z equals v. Once it's done with that, it stores the rune variable in the flag variable. Then this code is just writing the encrypted flag to the file called the, which is this. So now, to decrypt it, we need to understand how the encryption works. And for that, we need to know what the initial value of z is. So I'm going to open a new Go file and print what rune 0 actually is. So I'm going to do print line and then rune 0. And as you can see, it prints 0. So that means the first time z is 0. So now let's dive deeper into how the encryption works. In the first case, Z is 0 and V is I, but we need an integer value which is 105. Now, how do I know that? Let me show you. So there are two functions in Python called odd and chr. So what these do is that odd takes in a character and gives the corresponding ASCII value for the character. For I, it's 105. And chr does the opposite. It takes the ASCII value and gives the corresponding character. So V is 105. The first character of the encrypted flag is going to be 105 plus 0, which is 105, which is I again. Now is the main part. We said Z equals V. So that means Z equals 105. And the next character of the flag is R, because the flag format is IrisCTF. So R is 114. We can check that by using the odd function. As you can see, it's 114. So next thing it does, it's Z plus V, which is 105 plus 114, which is 219. Now we can check that by going into the encrypted flag and taking the second character and using the odd function, and it should be 219. And yes, it is 219. So now we know how the encryption works. We need to write a solve script. I'm going to be using Python to write my solve script. I'm going to say encrypted is that. This line is basically just reading the file which is the encrypted flag, and storing it in a variable called encrypted. Now I'm going to set Z to 0 and flag as I. I'm going to start with I. Then I'm going to set a for loop which goes from 1 all the way till the end of encrypted. So it goes from 1 till the length of the encrypted string. Now I choose 1 because we already have the first character of the flag, because that's going to help us get the other characters of the flag. So I'm doing 1 because Python indexing starts from 0. So 1 would start from here because this is the 0th character. So it goes from here all the way till here. Now I'm going to say that V is odd of encrypted I. So now it takes the value of the encrypted, for example the second one, and then it does odd, which was 219. So V is our number, which is 219, and then Z is going to be odd of flag -1. Now -1 means the last character of the string. So if the flag is IR, it would give me R. If the flag is IRIS, it would give me S, and so on. We are doing this because we need to subtract the value of the last character of the flag to the next character of the encrypted to get the next letter. Now I'm going to do flag plus equal to, so it adds the characters to the flag, chr v minus z. Chr takes the number and then converts it to the corresponding character. And in the end, I'm just going to print the flag. Now I'm going to run this and it should give us the flag. And as you can see, we got our flag.